Angel Espada is a seldom talked about champion out of Puerto Rico. He couldn't match Wilfredo Gomez or Wilfred Benitez in terms of their achievement or the charisma. He was a quiet and well mannered guy, but he still deserves some discussion as he was able to win a portion of the welterweight title during a competitive time period. He grew up in Salinas, Puerto Rico, and earned money shining shoes before discovering the sport of boxing. But his professional career didn't start off well. Espada had four draws in his first six fights, with two losses. He persevered, eventually getting on the winning track, including an upset win over the Brazilian welterweight champion Edmundo Leite in 1971, but the scoring of that bout was controversial. He would lose to the vastly more experienced Eddie Perkins a few fights later, but true to his early form, he would fight on. Insiders would compare his fighting style to another great Puerto Rican fighter, Pedro Montanez, because of his two-fisted power and his ability to shift seamlessly from boxing on the outside to going into the trenches with a body attack. He would eventually go on a win streak. He would get rated and earn a world title shot for Jose Napoles' vacated WBA welterweight title in 1975. He would go up against the rugged Canadian Clyde Gray. Now, Espada would take the early lead here, and he would never look back. Gray would mount a rally in the middle rounds, but it would be too little too late, and Espada would take the decision and the title.
This has been a good stay for Clyde Gray and all of the CTV production crew. Guest at the beautiful El San Juan Hotel, hosted by Ron Steiner and Harold Meyer. This is a beautiful place. And what an atmosphere boxing has in San Juan, Puerto Rico. We're in round 15. Gray attacking now against the far ropes. He needs to score heavily in this round. Gray working in. Gray throwing punches, and Espada is hanging on. 2.5 minutes remaining in this fight. The referee, as Espada holds on, separates the two. Now Gray going in. Gray connecting with an uppercut to the jaw of Espada. Gray trying to score heavily in this round. Gray has nothing to lose. He wants the points. He wants all the points on this 10-point must system in this final round. Gray being wrestled to the corner. Espada is very tired. Espada is extremely tired. We have 1 minute and 51 seconds remaining. Gray. Gray being held again by Espada. Gray against the ropes, working inside, and again Espada just hanging on. Referee separating them once again. And again Espada hangs on, practically a bear hug. Referee has them separated. Gray with 1 minute and 13 seconds left, and Espada again hangs on. Certainly not piling up any points in this round.
I think he senses victory. I think he feels he's won the fight. All he has to find out is relax.
And again they have to be separated. We have 54 seconds left in this World Welterweight Championship fight. Gray circling away. Gray with Espada feeling he has the championship in his hands. Gray attacking, looking for a knockout if he can find it. 38 seconds remaining. As soon as this is over, we'll go into the ring and talk to Clyde Gray. 31 seconds left. Gray again attacking. 22 seconds as he's held again by Espada. Gray leading at the nose. Going inside, and again he hangs on. There will be no knockout in this fight. We have 7 seconds left as he wrestles his opponent to the rope. Holds him there. 2, 1. The fight is over. The crowd goes into the ring. I'm going into the ring as well. referee and his handlers. We have a mob scene here in the ring.
Now, title defense against Johnny Gant would follow, in which Espada would win a one-sided 15-round decision, but his career would remain in limbo for a few months as his management team would try to coax the legendary Jose Mantequilla Nápoles out of retirement to face Espada for his old crown. But Mantequilla would never take the bout, and Espada would be left without a big money opponent. His management team tried to decide between going up to the junior middleweight division or trying to entice the junior welterweight champion Bruno Akari to step up in weight and take on Espada. Neither scenario took place. Instead, in July of 1976, Espada would take on the wrecking ball left hook of Pipino Cuevas. Two more bouts against Cuevas would follow. Espada would face him over a year later, but suffer a broken jaw and be stopped in the 11th round of a fight that was even on the scorecards. the type of fight that took a lot out of both men, but Espada would get the brunt of the damage. 2 years later, the two would cap off the trilogy, and Espada would display the residual effects from the first two beatings as he would be trailing on all scorecards before being stopped in the 10th round.
Just a lob right by Cuevas, nothing behind it. 30 seconds. Cuevas not only is... Oh, very low left, very low right, another left, low. Well, I've heard of left-right, left combinations to the chin. Cuevas showed us a left-right, left combination below the belt. All three foul, illegal blows. If this referee, his name is Terry Smith, doesn't take a point away from Cuevas in this round, will you finish the sentence? At overhand right by Espada with his back to you. He'll land the right hand. He has his back to you now, Espada. And here comes the overhand right above the left eye of the champion, Pipino Cuevas. I don't believe this. The referee, again, did not take a point away from the champion here, Cuevas. I don't believe this. Cuevas has thrown 15 or 20 low punches in this fight. The referee has yet to take a point away from Cuevas. In fact, as we noted in the last round, Cuevas threw a three-punch combination of low punches. Well, actually, maybe I shouldn't be too tough on the referees. Probably thinking of this pro Cuevas crowd, doesn't want to inflame them, but gee, you're in there, you got to score the fight the way the fight's being fought. Cuevas should have had at least in 2 different rounds points taken away. And those are points that might be important if this goes 15 rounds. Nobody has been down. Pipino Cuevas, the champion in red, hasn't come close to putting Espada down. Almost 2 full minutes left. Oh, right left. That's terrible. That is terrible. The low left by Espada again. And as the referee just warns Espada, or rather I should say Cuevas, the low punches by Cuevas, the referee merely warns Cuevas, and the Cuevas backers start throwing things in the ring. I think that's what the referee has in mind. A good left to the chin by Espada in not wanting to take... Oh, there it is! The first knockdown of the fight. Right hand by Cuevas. A lot of time, 1 minute 8, 1 minute 7, 1 minute 6 seconds. Espada in his own corner. The referee watching it closely. The corner is going to throw in the towel. It's all over. The cornermen were coming in from Espada's corner. They were going to grab Espada, say the fight is over. Of course, technically, the cornermen cannot stop it. Only the referee can stop the fight. The referee, at that split second, he stopped it.
Espada would lay off for only 3 months before being used as cannon fodder for the up-and-coming Thomas Hearns.
Must, of course, find a way to get in and out. That's where he really punishes Espada, when Espada lets himself be pinned in against the ropes. Now they're out in ring center. Hearns hurt Espada with a sharp right, and now Hearns is really peppering him, and Espada unable to cover effectively. This is only 3rd round action, and it seemed inevitable from the very first round. The movement seems to have gone out of Espada as a fighter. He is at the crossroads, and this may end his career. He got up, he made it in time, but there is little movement to Espada. There has been little from the start of the fight, and look at Hearns pepper him. Larry Rosadilla, the official, must keep a close eye on him. It's the 2nd knockdown from a bevy of blows, and it looks like a quick finish as we're down inside the 22nd mark of round 3. Rosadilla checks the fighter's eyes, gets the answer he wants from Espada, and Hearns is ready for the kill with the clock running out in round 3. Here, let's look at the first knockdown. Pinned against the ropes, first the left, then the right, then the left, then the other left, then the right, then the left, then another quick left, then the right, and it's a positive fusillade of blows. And finally, down went Espada. Here, slow-mo is the second knockdown. Incidentally, as you saw that right that sent him down, and there is Espada being worked over. I had said the 3 knockdown rule is in effect. It is not. We have just been advised that initially that was going to be the case, but it is not. They can go down more than 3 times. The 3 knockdown rule is waived. Why? Championship fight. Now we're in round 4. 2 knockdowns in round 3. Championship fight in the sense that they're fighting for the United States Boxing Association version of the welterweight title. Another rump title, another rump organization. Sugar Ray Leonard, the WBC title holder, Pipino Cuevas, the WBA, so they get some box office appeal for the unthinking by labeling this a championship fight. This is the 4th round. And look at that right. Immediately, Espada went down. That's it. Rosadilla did the right thing. A knockout in the 4th round. The fight stopped by Larry Rosadilla. But Espada had...
The fight against Thomas Hearns would be Espada's last appearance in the spotlight. He would return a year later for a farewell fight in 1981 in his native Puerto Rico before calling it quits. He would start his own salsa band and later become a trainer. His final record stands at 44 wins, 11 losses, with 4 draws and 27 knockouts.